Hello and welcome back to another video. Today going to be here on Forza Horizon 4, testing out another brand new vehicle. So for this week, the new car is the Saleen S1, available for 50% of spring season, so not a single event prize like some of the previous weeks, and it's the last one we know about, obviously new update, hopefully some new cars. So let's get straight into the Saleen S1. We didn't see the video on... It was probably 2 weeks ago, actually, that there was a new car. Do go and check that one out. But yeah, this week it is the Saleen S1, also known as the Saleen 1. So, 450 horsepower, 2.5 litre turbo inline-4 engine with a 6-speed manual. Should be a lot of fun. Originally unveiled at the 2017 LA Auto Show. Don't think it's actually gone into production, but the plan is with this car, or the plan was, that they would come out and be sold for $100,000. But yeah, small inline-4 engine, but turbocharged, should make for quite an interesting little sports car. Quite different to the previous Saleens. Quite an basic interior, I guess. That's why it's got a, well, 100 grand isn't cheap, but cheaper than sort of supercar money, if you like. But yeah, it should have 6-speed manual. Yep, there we go. But yeah, interesting thing. Third Saleen we have in the game. Obviously, we have the S7 and the S5S Raptor. But yeah, this one I think is brand new to the Forza series, as well as being a relatively recent car. And hopefully we'll see this carry forward to Horizon 5. Well, hopefully all the cars in this game carry forward to Horizon 5. We're sitting in S1 class at 837. I'm guessing there won't be a lot we can do with this car. Should probably test it out on the road quickly before, rather than a dirt track, before we go to see what customization is available, if any, and what beautiful designs the wonderful community have come up with already. This car's been available for an hour at the time of recording this, so I'm guessing people will have already made some liveries for it at this point. I mean, it's kind of taken me most of that hour to unlock it. I've been playing about with recording settings as well, because this is the first video on the Xbox that I'm recording through Streamlabs OBS. Did record a video on the PC earlier, which is going out in a few days. So this will be the first video you guys see recording using this. So if the game audio is echoing through the microphone, I do apologise. It seems to not have the same system for making sure the audio isn't duplicated.
Recalculating route.
So at some point I might decide I need headphones on so that the game audio isn't picked up through the microphone. I'll see how this one turns out. But yeah, apologies if that is the problem, or if the audio is slightly out of balance, if the game's too quiet or anything. It's because I'm still getting used to the settings. Anyway, back to the Saleen, which appears to be the Saleen. It kind of looks like there's a space. I'm not sure where the light gets bigger, and it's a bit of a weird thing, I'll be honest. I'm not sure I'm a fan of the way it looks, but yeah, it's fast enough. It's not quite supercar level, but it's reasonably fast. I'm guessing mid-engined. Looks mid-engined. Sports car. On the side, it kind of, the way the wing is at the back kind of looks slightly Aston. Anyone else getting that?
In 100 yards, turn right.
Anyway, let's drive on up to the Horizon Festival and see if there are any upgrades or customization available, how much of them are available, and what else we can do with it. Let's go and have a look. So here we are back at the festival. What can we do? We've got Forza Aero and Forza Aero. So the rumour is that the Forza, they might bring in some more Forza Aero. I was talking about this the other day in the Gran Turismo 4 stream, because there's like 5 preset wings or something in there, in 3 different colours each. So I don't know why Forza wings don't have more than one option. Hopefully that is what they're doing in Horizon 5. That is kind of one of the rumours. Anyway, in terms of engines, we've got a 3-litre V8 Racing, a Racing V12 and a Racing V6. I don't really want to do that, or the all-wheel drive swap. We'll see how good we can make it kind of as is. with standard engine and drivetrain and whatnot, but just kind of maybe take it to the top of S1. Don't want to go too wild with it. I do quite like those wheels. They're a bit different, but I kind of like them. But yeah, I'm not sure quite why we need 3 Saleens in the game. Don't think anybody particularly asked for this car, but it is a new car. They're not recycling cars from old games, at least. But yeah, it is a bit of an odd one. Not particularly something I'd have chosen. We'll leave that alone. Chuck a bit more power in, but keep the stock engine, which is usually what I like to do on here. But yeah. Let's see. We're going to immediately be into S2. Maybe I will come back and completely max it out with an engine swap or something later, just to see if it can get into X class, because I reckon it probably can. But yeah, that'll do for a quick first tune, just throwing a few upgrades on, and we'll come back and do a mad tune in a minute. But obviously, before we go out and test this one out, we need to look at the designs, which I probably don't want. Yeah, it is quite early on still, so there's a Stradman one. I don't think he owns one of these. Right, okay, let's not do that. Let's find a manufacturer colour, which I'm guessing there aren't many of. Okay, well, the orange is the nicest, although I kind of feel like maybe something like that's kind of like the S5. Maybe not. I think it is the nicest colour, so we will just leave that. There are options on here, so I'm just going to see what they are, just to show you how this is broken up. Oh, that's cool. Centre cap ones I like. But yeah, that is kind of paint groups for the wheels. So let's paint all normal, and let's go with group 3, which are like the bolts, which we can do in purple. Subtle little change, but I think that looks quite cool. Right, let's go and see what this thing's like now. So we now have 826 horsepower. A lot of the other stats are about the same. It's still very rear-wheel drive, so when we put a different tune on, I'll probably change that. Let's just get rid of the root, because that's really annoying. But yeah, we'll go back, we'll make it all-wheel drive, and we'll throw as much on as possible. This is more of just a sort of quick road tune, not particularly for anything, just a sort of driving tune. This is probably kind of the level I would make it for myself. Just upgrade it slightly to kind of enhance it rather than completely change it.
You have arrived at your destination.
But it's always fun to put an insane tune on for the sake of it and then take it immediately off again. Yeah, I'd either have it like this or stock. I'll probably end up making it stock because I actually think it drove slightly better before I did this. Wants to slide, doesn't it? I suppose 800 horsepower rear-wheel drive, it's going to want to slide, isn't it? Actually, I should come back down this way more often, because there's a nice little loop. Take the twisty road down and then go back up this way to the festival again, or the other way around. This will probably, should be my test route really, shouldn't it? Not sure how many cars are going to be added, whether they're going to keep adding them, obviously, now that Horizon 5 has been announced. I mean, so far they still seem to be, but I would have thought that would gradually slow. Or maybe they'll just keep doing it for a while and then suddenly stop. But I'd kind of almost rather at this point that they did just focus on Horizon 5 to make sure it's as good as it can be at launch and actually works properly. make sure it's all completely ready to go rather than keeping adding stuff to this. But anyway, let's throw an insane tune on and then go and see what it's like completely wild. I'll leave stock engine, but I'm going to do everything. Actually, no, I was going to see if I could get it to X class, wasn't I? Okay, we won't leave stock engine, we're just going to put everything on. We did that. Did all of these. I didn't do weight reduction or roll cage. Everything needs to go on. Alright, let's do that. Want to see if we can get it into X. Which is probably going to require a racing V12, isn't it? Unfortunately. Obviously we need to put all of these on again because they remove it if you swap the engine. It should be able to make it, I think. No idea whether it will be any good. Can we get all the stats to 10? Not quite. It's 997. It's not even top of not even top of S2. I'm not sure if you could get it to the top of S2. Ah, there we go. Take the roll cage out and it gets to X. Okay. This will be our mad tune, and then, like I say, after the video I'll probably end up... Oh, we can redo gearboxy things. Sometimes engine swaps remove those and sometimes they don't. I don't quite know what the logic is behind that. Yes, it looks horrendous with the aero one. I am very sorry. I will be removing it as soon as I finish the video. I just want to see what it's like maxed out, because you kind of want to know. And for the sake of variety, let's just change it to a different colour. Right, let's see what an X-class modified version of the Saleen is like. Right, so we now have 1,190 horsepower or something ridiculous. It's a lot grippier. It sounds horrendous. So we put the stupid engine in it. Oh god, I'm sorry, Saleen. I'll put you back to stock in a minute. It's quick though. Why have you allowed me to do this, Forza? Why do you allow me to put this horrendous aero on and this ridiculous engine in here? Oh, I apologise to anyone with ears, this car sounds horrendous. This is ridiculous. Oh, doesn't handle quite as well as I'd hoped. It's really not bad, actually. Not that I'm particularly familiar with cars this ridiculously fast. Oh wow, it sounds even worse from in here. Okay, that's as much as I can bear of a V12. Let's fix this thing. I'm sorry, Saleen. We need to fix the Saleen. That's just horrible. Okay, we've fixed it. It's back to stock. And we've repainted it in the other manufacturer colour, just so that we've used all three. But yeah, it looks so much better without the stupid Forza Aero on it. This is how your Saleen should be, people. You make it look like the silver one did. Just stop. Stop playing Forza. Now, if you want to tune it for racing, I guess, but yeah, I'm not the best to tell you whether it's going to be a fast racing car on here or not. It didn't particularly feel like it, but you never know. This is how I want it to be. Oh, God. So yeah, it's a kind of interesting car. which would be cool to see in production. It's a bit kind of basic, but it is kind of a cool thing. But yeah, it's not really a car anybody wanted or asked for in Forza. I'm not going to complain about it being here because it's a new car. Well, I kind of am, but it's a new car, so I don't want to complain about it being here. I like whenever they add something brand new, but
You have arrived at your destination.
there's a lot of other cars that we want that they could have added, but I guess a lot of them they're saving for Horizon 5, which I don't really mind, but then just maybe stop adding cars to Horizon 4. We've got quite a lot to play about with, and I would rather they focused all of their efforts on making sure Horizon 5 works well at launch and is good. But yeah, at least we are getting new stuff still, I guess. Not that it's particularly a car I wanted, but anyway, it's here, and it's quite a cool thing, and it is a new car, so I'm happy. If they keep adding new cars, I'm happy. We'll see what happens next season on here though, because we've got a whole new set of vehicles being added, I guess, over the next 4 weeks. I'm not quite sure what they are. I think there's been rumours, but I don't think they've confirmed them yet. So yeah, anything that is new I will be testing out at the same time, any Thursday basically, because that's when the cars come out. So if there is anything new each week, I will be sure to test them and, well, tell you what I think of them. But yeah, that probably is going to do it for today's video, taking the first look at the new Saleen S1, or the Saleen 1 here on
Forzathon Live will begin
Forza
shortly.
Horizon 4. Thanks, Forzathon, please go away. Drive through it quickly before you get entered in an event. There we go, we're safe. But yeah, that is going to be all for today's video, taking the first look at the Saleen S1. Hopefully the audio all works out okay and there wasn't too much game echoing through the microphone. If there isn't, then ignore me. If there is, I'm sorry, and I'll try and fix that next time. But yeah, that is going to be all for today's video, so thank you very much for watching, and I'll be back with the next video very soon.